Hi guys, it's Krishanti with Krishanti.com talking about psychic development and spiritual and personal growth. So if you like this topic, please hit the like button and subscribe because I do a new video every week. And today I want to cover something very interesting and very important about raising your vibration and your frequency and what you expose yourself to electromagnetically through what you see on the screens that you're watching, be it your phone screen, your TV screen, your computer screen, your iPad screen, all the screens. Now, we all know that every device that we handle has a vibration and a frequency, and they tell you not to hold your phone like up to your ear because it'll get all in your brain and stuff. I'm like, now I think about that and I try to put things on speaker or make sure I have my headset in, but that really can monkey with your vibration. But when you are watching things and you have a screen like close to you, and that reminds me of another funny thing, which is, I don't know if you remember when you're kids, they're like, don't sit right in front of the TV, it's gonna make you go blind and ruin your eyesight. And now we have these devices and we're like right in front of us, we're watching on these screens like that. But they all emit a frequency, and it's not just the electronic stuff. It's also the energy behind what's being transmitted. So here's an example, and I wrote a blog post about it a few years ago. It was when my son was a baby, and I was still very energetically hypersensitive, super sensitive. Your energy does shift when you have a baby. It's not just a hormonal physical thing. Your energy changes, and if you're sensitive, wow, you're going to be even more sensitive. Well, you share your aura with that baby. But I was watching a show. It sounded so cool. I'm not going to say what it is because I don't want to bash it, but it seemed like it would be really cool, and it was talking about witches, and it wasn't a documentary. It was just a TV show that a lot of people like. And I loved witches. I think it's so neat and interesting. And I thought, well, let me watch this. And then I watched it, and I started to feel almost sick. It was so dark and nasty and scary and evil. It was like so purely evil, the subject matter and what they were talking about and the characters. There were no redeeming qualities. And I felt like gunk, and I felt almost yuck, like bad, like stressed out. And as I told you, I'm sensitive, and I can't watch it anymore. And I see these billboards for all these new seasons and all this new, beautifully done, very creepy, scary stuff that I know I will never ever want to participate in. So things like that are really negative, they can get into your consciousness and your subconscious and bring your vibration down. And if you're trying to raise your vibration and keep and hold a high frequency, there is no need to expose yourself to that kind of thing. The same goes for the news. When you tune in, you're also tuning into everyone else tuning in, and all the fear generated in that, and the urgency and the anxiety and the stress and the horror of it all. That's not to say that you don't need to be informed, but you can maybe just get a snapshot of what's going on, just read the headlines and not go into it further. You don't have to just be glued to it and just let all this imagery come into your consciousness and bring you down, or have you connect with this, again, fear-based reality. And to take that a step further, let's talk for a minute about your apps on your phone, and Instagram, for example. Because I'm clairvoyant, or is trained to be clairvoyant, I'm very interested in the idea of MEI pictures, mental emotional images, and picture-based programming. Clairvoyant healing means you look at the pictures that someone holds in their consciousness, and then to heal it, you you energetically shift and change those pictures. And as you watch and work with them, they do change, and then that person is able to change their programming. It's complex. I tried to simplify it with that little short explanation, but there's also another healing methodology that I'm going to train in, I hope, next year, where you can actually do an energy healing based on running in quick succession, running pictures through your mind. So anyway, pictures are very important. So when you're going through like Instagram and you see these pictures, like be careful and notice like what they're triggering in you and what they're doing. There's an energy behind each thing, and because I'm sensitive too, I could tell what the person's feeling and what's kind of emanating out, and it's like, ugh, if you're looking at this and you're like, ugh, that's not good for you. I have some friends that go through moments of like, oh, the social media is just disgusting. It's so egotistical and it's so like blend, and you're exposed to stuff. It's like, ugh. I would just say be selective in who you're following. I like to have like funny things that make me laugh. It gets to be this weird thing too, where you can't really, it kind of like might offend your friends if you're not following them and stuff. I don't know. We'd have to get someone younger to help explain how to do that and be kind about it. I'm just like, I don't know, but just, I guess, if something is way too much, it's better for you to keep your vibration high and just not follow or just not engage in it, and don't even look at or use Instagram, like use something else, or Facebook, that kind of thing. Just don't even partake and participate in that form of imagery, which is, again, charged with energy. If you feel good and then you're looking at it and then you feel bad, well, your energy's just come down. Your vibration has just gotten, lower. And of course it fluctuates. It goes up and down. You're not going to be immune to that. But if you're really intent on keeping it high, what you need to do is focus on things that bring you up, that make you feel good. Look at imagery, look at pictures that make you happy. Watch shows that are optimistic, that are joyful, that bring forth the human spirit. Create your own art, do your own things. Listen to music that raises your vibration. Again, music, there's angry music and dark music, and there's happy and uplifting music. Focus on what keeps your vibration high. And just pay attention and notice, like, were you in a good mood and then you saw this news story about somebody doing something awful, and then you were in a bad mood, or then you started to be like really fearful and afraid. Remember, as I said before, fear is an epidemic, and it's very easy to get trapped in it and to just get stuck and then have that anxiety running and to be scared. So, and a lot of people are talking about it and afraid. So it's okay to be aware of it, but if you don't want to get sucked in the fear of it, keep your energy high, burn that bright light, be a spark of joy, true joy. I'm not talking about faking it and this, like, just try to feel happy and keep a high vibration. And then when people interact with you, and let's say they're totally terrified and scared, and you're like, things are going on, but I'm keeping my vibration high, and today I'm okay, like right now things are good, and you smile at them and they feel that energy, that will help bring them up a little bit too. And every little dose of that, believe me, every little bit helps. So I'm like thinking what else to add to that. I think I pretty much said it all. Let's all try to keep our vibrations high and to participate in things that keep the frequency up and keep us radiant and buoyant. Let's do it all together. And there is power in a group, and there's power in people collectively focusing on positive, bright, happy things. So let's all kind of stick together in this. And I thank you so much for watching and for participating. For more info on the whole world of spiritual growth and psychic development, check out Krishanti.com, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.